channel all about fish. My name is Chris and this is my guest Mal. I've been working in the fish industry as a fishmonger for the past 20 years. There is a lot of tricks that I have picked up over the years, which I would like to share with you all today. So if you want to see more and become master in seafood prep, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more interesting tips.
Thank you for inviting me, Chris. So today's episode is about oysters, the big seafood king of romance and Valentine's and love. Can you tell us more about how to choose the correct oyster and how to be sure that they're not going to poison you? Because I know a lot of people are afraid of that.
Okay, first of all, we never can use oysters which is open already, and a good way it's always to lift the oysters and check is it nice and heavy, because if it is, that means there is full of water, full of that flavor and juicy. So anything with a big bottom like that, it's good oyster. So that's my way to pick the best one.
So you're basically saying that the bigger the little bump here is, that means it's more meaty and flavorsome, and
yeah, but
they're the nicer ones to choose.
You have to feel that there is good weight on that, you know.
Okay, so this one is definitely heavy.
It is heavy.
I like that one. I like that. Yes.
That means there is gonna be a lot of nice juicy meat inside.
Perfect. And can you tell me, why do people want to eat oysters? Because it is quite a scary rock-looking like thing. So do you have any experience to why people are choosing to eat oysters? Is it just for like the vitamins, or do they choose them before dates and romantic evenings to start a nice evening? Like, what is your experience on it?
Okay, oysters are very good for us. There is lots of minerals, vitamins, and anything what you can find in the seafoods. Okay, and the flavor of each oysters, it's very hard to describe, but it's like nutty, meaty, and a bit of the taste of sea. That's what I would describe the taste of it. Okay, so but there is something, if you try one, you always want to eat another one and another one, and also
so it's one of those flavors that you have to
yes,
get used to, but once you do, you just want more.
You can get addicted to them, exactly. And the most important thing, why people eating them, it's one of the strongest aphrodisiac that you can find in nature. So obviously it's good to serve when you do the date with a girl.
So what are you going to show us today? Can you go through the most common tools? Because we obviously want to show the viewers how to open them in a safe way. So can you just show us the tools?
Okay, there is few tools that we can use to open the oysters. Those two, there is two professional tools. This is what we use at work. That's the easiest and safest way to open oysters. This is probably most common one that everyone probably used already to open them, but I don't think it's very safe, and it's actually very hard to use as well. And I show you how to use just a simple knife to open them, just with the knife, or we can use the tools what everyone can find at home, which is very easy as well. I think, you know, anything is easier than the oyster knife, really.
You don't want anything sharp anyways if you have no experience.
No.
Exactly.
Okay, so maybe we can start opening them and let's see.
So when it comes to oysters, there is a lot of different tricks. The most commonly used tool is one of those. We use the top to crack, and then the shell. And then we use the little sticky part to cut off the two muscles. Each oyster has a top and a bottom muscles, so these are the ones that we're going to be aiming for. I've actually worked with Chris for 4 years, so I'm not so green in this all. So maybe he'll allow me to show you how to open one.
There you go, Matt. That's the tool you work with. So you
can let's see if I still remember.
Yes, absolutely.
So when it comes to oysters, there is the little tin part. That's where we're going for to kind of crack the shell open. So I'm going to use the little clippy part, if you can see. And we're going to crack away the shell until we have a nice kind of space to go in. So into that space we will then insert the sticky part all the way in, and we're going to wiggle it back and forward, and I can already feel the oyster opening. So just trying to catch that muscle. So you can see now it's already cracked open. I can now go up and pry the shell open. So once the shell is open, you can see the lovely meat. I'm just gonna give the thing a rinse. We don't want any shell in our food. We're going to scrape down the top back into the shell. This is waste. So now we're going to use the top to nicely separate it out and cut the bottom muscle. And here is our oyster, ready to go. I will let Chris handle the harder tools since I'm a lady, so he can show you the other things.
Okay, that was the first method we would like to show you today. Now it's time for the second one. We used that what everyone knows, every oyster lover, but I show for the people who never open them. So for your safety, I would use like a towel to hold the oysters, so that avoid sticking the knife in your hands. Okay, so we have to find like a little gap there. Okay, push it very hard and lift the top. That's actually not that easy as it looks like, because you need to really force them to open. And same again, we need to cut the oyster in the middle, lift the top, scrub the meat of the top shell. Okay, we take to make sure there is all shell parts gone. Cut the meat of the bottom shell. It's good to flip oyster down and touch it on the top, so get all the flavor of the oysters, because that releases a lot of flavor when you do that. Okay, so that's another one open. Okay, next method is just what everyone has at home. It's just simple knife, nothing special about this. That's everyone has it. So we take the oysters again, put the bottom part on the board like that. We need to crack a little bit of the shell. Okay, we put that under the water to take all the small shell pieces of it, because we don't want to eat shell. Now when we see the little gap between the shells, we can stick the knife into it.
Be very careful.
Be careful, yes, that's very important. It's very easy to cut yourself. So again, okay, again we take the meat of the top shell, cut it again, and voila. Okay, next way.
It's with pliers?
With the pliers, yes. That's probably most brutal way, like, but we all have that tools at home. So catch the top of the shell again, crack it. Okay, we wash that again under the water. We maybe take a knife this time, because it's again the little gap there, and cut it. That's actually very easy way and very safe. Probably the best one you can do at home. That smells so nice. Okay, another brutal method is just to use the screwdriver. So again, we need to put the towel to not stab yourself with the screwdriver. Find that little gap between shells again, and it's lift the shell again. There we go. Be help yourself with the knife. Okay. I actually give that board a rinse, because there is lots of small shell pieces.
So So when it comes to oysters, what is the most common way to serve them? So I understand since we have a lovely little lemon there, we're going to serve it with lemon.
Exactly, that's the simplest and the best way for oysters. So we actually do like a little lemon wedges. Okay. We put them in the middle. And there is always use something like a
Some
salad or
stabilize.
crushed ice to put the oyster on the plate, because otherwise
We don't want to lose the water in the oyster because that's where the
we
flavor
want
is.
to keep the water so they standing nicely on the salad. So what we're gonna do now, we just squeeze a little bit of lemon juice, and here we go. Job done. It's delicious, absolutely delicious. For someone who like it, it's oysters. A lot of people using few drops of Tabasco or just some other spicy sauce. It's nice as well, but I prefer just with the lemon because I want to actually taste the oyster as well.
Thank you so much for watching our tutorial video on how to open oysters. If there's any more questions or anything you would like to see in the future on how to fillet certain fishes and stuff, he's the expert. He has taught me it all over the years and got me very comfortable with the knife. Indeed. And definitely tell us in the comments what you would like to see. Chris can show it all to you. I'm sure you can.
I can, yeah, absolutely. There is not much what I can do with the fish, so let's hopefully we see you again and I can show you more of my skills, and hopefully you can learn a lot of me so you can do your fish at home.
Exactly. So thank you very much again. Hit that like and subscribe button and we'll see you the next time. Bye.
Bye.